All right. Afternoon, everybody. King of Games 331 here. We've decided to try this game out and see what we think about it. Won't be playing for too long. We're just going to get an idea of what we're looking at. It is called Thymesia or Thymesia on PS5. And let's see what we can get into. Due to recent epidemic outbreak, Hermes Kingdom is declaring a state of emergency. All citizens must abide by the following orders. All citizens are forbidden from going out. Essential supplies will be distributed by the knights. Any sighting of plague-like symptoms or mutations must be immediately reported to the knights to be dealt with. Any corpses or unclean objects must be handed over to the relevant personnel for incineration and purification. Effective date immediately. It looks like the area has been run with the plague. Follow the commands and search for the cores. There's already a person out here. Use R1 to perform a saber attack. Circle to dodge enemy attacks. Saber attacks deal damage to the enemy and leave wounds on them. Wounds are temporary and will heal after a short period if no more damage is inflicted. When the enemy's health and wounds are both 0, they will become dazed. Approach a dazed enemy and use R1 to execute them. Okay. Well, there's a way of targeting. But we'll see. No, we can't go up the ladder. I was hoping this was going to be another, like, Soulsborne game. As you can see, our character is like a plague doctor. I heard something. Something's in behind now. Don't know what it is. I guess we'll find out. Use L1 just before enemy attacks. Hits Corvus to deflect it. Deflecting enemy attacks, enemy negates any damage to Corvus. First of all, let's see what's in here. Paper on the ground, a deadly silence hangs over the streets, and the city is completely sealed off. There's no food to be found, nor any water. Okay. Oh, there is a targeting system. Can't get through that. It's the same decree that was earlier. Deflect. Just making sure I'm not missing anything. Yep, face an enemy. Use R3 to lock on. Locked on enemies will stay in the center of Corvus' sight. When locked, you move R to select the right target. Alright, come on. Okay. I see now, okay. Okay, we got the key. Ooh. Is there a sneak attack we can do? You are the devourer. Wield your claws. Tear apart the cursed body. Okay. Press R2 to perform a claw attack. The claw attack does a lot of damage to enemy wounds and prevents them from healing. Each enemy has a unique plague weapon, and Corvus can read this for his own use. Hold R2 to fully charge Corvus's claw and release to reave a plague weapon. Reave deals even more damage to the enemy wounds and prevents them from healing. Corvus is vulnerable whilst charging his claw, so it's safer to perform it on dazed enemies. Aha! I got an achievement. Test ride. Use triangle to cast a Reaven Plague weapon. Reaven Plague weapons can only be used once. Corvus has super armor when casting the plague weapons, but still takes damage. We'll wait till we get to... I don't like how that thing just went away. We'll wait till we get to an enemy to see what that looks like. Oh, ho, 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 ho. I like that. Corvus's health is low. Push up to use Corvus can only carry a limited number of potions at once, so use them wisely. The King's Dagger and the Grey Armor. They are our last hope. They led the survivors and tried to make things right. The infected corpses were burned to purify them of sickness. What are all these people? I mean, I'm seeing corpses everywhere, but like people that I'm facing off against, are they plague-ridden? Or is it something else entirely? Resting at a beacon will save current progress, refills potions, and restores health and energy. Resting at a beacon will also resurrect most enemies. Activate the beacon. Rest to activate a beacon. So yeah, I'm thinking that this is... yeah, take a break. Which is a seat for some odd reason. Got the achievement, take a break. So yeah, this is definitely giving me Souls-like, except for the difficulty is... I mean, at the beginning right now, it's not that hard. It's the beginning of a game. But hopefully, it becomes more Souls-like. Right now, we're in search for the cores. And it looks like later on we can do level up, unlock talent, plague weapon, potions, use forgotten feather, cease recall, resume game. Well, that's what we'll do. Once those unlock, we're going to see feathers as lethal as iron arrows pierce their weakness. When a green light appears before an enemy attacks, they will perform a critical attack and cannot be deflected. Instead, Corvus must move out of range or use a feather attack. Use L2 to throw a feather to interrupt an enemy attack just before the enemy's critical attack hits Corvus. Corvus will regenerate thrown feathers over time. Feathers will also leave wounds on enemy and stop them from healing for a while. going to be easy to do. There we go. That gem. I'm noticing up there in the top right hand corner we have a little counter up there, so I don't know if that's going to be what they're going to call it. How did this all begin? They said that an accident occurred on the day of the king's birthday. Previously the plague was only spread outside the kingdom, but after the outbreak all have gone mad. I'm dangerously low on health, so we gotta be careful. And I'm hoping that fellow was a boss and that he's not going to respawn. Could be, could not be, but his name was underneath the bracket, so we will see. Should I go up or down? I also don't like whatever the fuck this is. Anything else? Dang it. I did get an achievement for dying though. Memory interrupted. That's what it is. When Corvus's health reached 0, his memory charge is interrupted and he converted. Okay, excuse me. Sorry. My reading is horrible. When Corvus's health reaches 0, his memory is interrupted and converts into memory shards. Corvus can retrieve his lost memory shards at the location where his memory was interrupted. Corvus will acquire memory shards from defeating enemies. Memory shards are used to level up Corvus at a beacon or by talking to A's me. So, yep, that's exactly what this is. Just like Dark Souls. And we've got to get back probably to exactly where it was at. At least the guy with the big sword's dead. And that would have my memory shards. Yep. can't go any further right there yet. The pathway to all regions of the kingdom are either lined with monsters or blocked by soldiers. No one can leave, and none can enter. Looks like the only way was through there, but there's nothing I can do just yet, so I guess we're going back up to the top. Inhale up real quick just in case there's something big up here. Oh, of course. That was cool. Okay. Oh, that was supposed to happen. Darkness. Corvus, you're finally awake. I was worried about you. You were badly hurt. Luckily, you made it back in time. Corvus, do you remember what you did? You need the right formula to use Hermes' answer. It appears that the injury caused you to lose your memory, so perhaps it would be helpful to start with a description of what you still remember. Come back when you've got your memories in order. Until then, you can walk around. It might help jog your memory. Corvus, are you ready to recall? Alright, we won't walk around for a second. See what all we got. The families of the Knightly Order petitioned the king to stop sending knights to battle outside the kingdom's borders. The former chairman of the Institute for Alchemic Studies, Emerald, has officially appointed someone to take her position. Emerald said that she wanted someone with greater abilities than herself to lead the alchemist search in Hermes. The Twilight Circus, hailing from a sea of trees, was once again invited to perform in the royal court. As expected, Ringmaster Odur' new performance was received with great acclaim for all who attended. Corvus can recall his memories by revisiting locations and quests in the map. More memories and locations are unlocked when Corvus starts to remember. Philosopher's Hill is the royal family sanctuary. Every fall, Father would take us here. He says that on the hill he is not king, but merely a father and a friend. There is no need for formalities here, he would say. After the outbreak, domestic matters became pressing, and our visits to this place grew less and less. Philosopher's Hill. That's probably going to go to the next area. I want to check around for just a second. What brings me the greatest joy is coming to Philosopher's Hill with the children every year. Watching them run about, playing together, never fails to help me forget the turmoil in our kingdom. Recently, some strange sickness has plagued the lands beyond our borders. I'll make sure our kingdom is prepared. Can't go any further that way. It is the exhortation of former kings. He who examines himself shall never be lost. Can't get through there. Let's see if there's anything back here. Alright, I guess we will talk to Ainsley. Nothing else we can do. Are you ready to recall? Continue to recall. Sea of trees. It says, in the early days of the plague, the nobles banished all criminals, the poor, and the sickly to the lower level of the kingdom known as the Sea of Trees. The upper rings of society, living above the slum, cared nothing of their lives. They referred to them as the hopeless, letting them succumb to sickness and all manner of ghastly creatures. Start recalling. Well, I can already see one problem with the game. As far as I know, this is only one player. There are no two players in this game. I don't even think you can call somebody in, and it's glitching pretty good. Corvus can use memory shards to enhance his attributes. Strength increases saber attack and wound damage. Vitality increases maximum health. Plague increases claw damage and maximum energy. Corvus gains 1 talent point each time he increases an attribute up to level 25. Beacon found. Rest. Up to level 25. So strength does attack damage and amount to wounds. Vitality, health goes up. And plague. Right now it looks like we only have enough to do 2. So we'll do that one and that one. 1 in strength and 1 in vitality. Corvus can use talent points to learn new talents. Talents can be unlearned at any time, so experiment with different play styles to prepare the various challenges that lie ahead. Okay, so let's see what a talent is. Okay, so it's like a skill tree. So we have have 2 unspent talent points. So we have Saber, Deflection, Dodge, Claw, Feather, Strategies. That's like about it. go with some basic ones to begin with. Deflect, I saw one here. Hold L1 to enter defense mode. Reduces 75% of damage against basic attacks, but cannot defend against critical attacks. So we'll get that one. Almost like having a shield, but it doesn't do 100%. And then we'll look at Saber. Perform fast Saber attacks up to a 5-hit combo instead of a 3-hit. Increase the Saber in air damage. After performing an execution, some health and energy will be restored based on the level of the enemy. Increases Saber attack damage. Restore energy when hitting with Saber attacks. Let's go with that one. Alright. So now we got a little bit more health. Our Saber can do more damage. And I don't know what hellish nightmare we've got ourselves into here, but... Oh, and now I can go into blocking mode. So let's test that out real quick. So yeah. It does pretty good. But anyway, I'm going to call it here before we go any further. It's going to be the shortcut back to the old chair here. Before we go any further, hopefully y'all enjoyed this, and it might even spark some of y'all to play the game. We'll continue to play some more and join Corvus again if this is something y'all like and I get enough viewers on the video. And until next time, y'all have a good one.